Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we are discussing how to hire a great builder for your project. Every homeowner involved in remodeling or new build will need to hire a crew at some point of their project to help to implement the vision. In America, there are two ways on the residential market to hire. One is for the homeowner to act as their own general contractor and hire all the trades one by one, managing and scheduling the build themselves. And the other option, of course, is to hire a general contractor instead. I will not dive into the self-GC mode today, but we will explore how to hire a good builder. All remodels and new builds have multiple trades involved in them, and all those trades supposed to have some sequence into them. They have a sequence into the process: planning, design stage, budgeting, searching for a crew and acquiring bids, purchasing of the finishes and fixtures and cabinets, demolition, structural changes, plumbing, electrical work, drywall related tasks, installation of cabinetry and architectural details, hard finishes, paint, installation of fixtures, and so on. To hire and manage those people, a profession called general contractor exists. General contractors, sometimes they have their own crews, meaning they have employees on a payroll. Sometimes they hire independent crews of the highly specialized people. Most of the time it's a combination. Say general contractor employs people they use all the time and hire out specialized trades as electrician or maybe welder or other professions that not every remodel involves. General contractor charges anywhere between 10 to 30% of the budget for their services, and let me tell you, those are not easy money. It's a very stressful job and a lot of responsibilities, and you have to have an experience and respect on the field, as no one gonna work for you if you are disorganized or dishonest, right? I propose following aspects when you're attempting to hire: organization, expertise, money. Now, all of this is my point of view. It's based on my experience working with many general contractors throughout the years. And I will film a separate video with the Seattle area contractor that I like to work with, and we will dive into the topic again. But today is just my point of view for you. So, organization. Ask what types of the tasks stay in a company, what tasks gonna be subcontracted. Ask what documentation you will get. Study that detailed bid. Look how detailed is it, because a lot of inexpensive unbid contractors operate on a mode that, oh, that was not included. Your bid's supposed to spell out everything: what a separate task gonna cost, what material is gonna cost. When you compare two or three bids, and you have to always consider acquiring 2 or 3 bids for your project, that will help to compare them line by line. Ask how many jobs contractor runs simultaneously. That will affect how much time your project stays empty, because a lot of people tend to take too many jobs to keep their people busy constantly, and that means that your project could be dragged at the time very inconveniently for you. Observe what questions GC asks, how deeply they study the design. It's not possible to plan for every disaster coming your way, but it helps when person is able to plan 2, 3, 5 steps ahead of time. Expertise. Experience is only part of the expertise and not the same. Let me try to explain. 70% of the remodeling market flip homes and starter homes. Starter homes are homes that you, as a homeowner, purchase in the beginning of your homeowner career. Those tend to be simple, effective, and cheap. Let's just all agree that these are both cakes and both sweet and tasty. But the second one requires some crazy skills, while the first one is very simple to create. The same way with remodel, your forever home will tend to use more expensive and sophisticated finishes, and you will demand better quality. It doesn't mean that a crew that specializes on flip houses would be able to custom build for you. Or appliances, say, high-end appliances are tightly engineered machines. They utilize all the space they get, and therefore they will provide you itty-bitty tiny box for the electrical supply or gas supply, or providing you 1/8 of a wiggle room during the install. The simpler appliances do not have that problem, so the expertise of the worker could be less. Or the tile installation, same room, same tile could be installed very differently. Your corners could match amazingly, or could come in some weird cut. It all depends on how skilled your workers are and how much time they get. Search for the contractor who is willing to become an expert in the custom home market. Will need to constantly learn, constantly acquire new knowledge about what's new in the market, new codes, new rules. And you will have to search for people who are willing to better their service, who are willing to soak in that knowledge. Unfortunately, not all good people have an Instagram or Facebook account, but some do. And if they do have those, study them, and sometime looking at the posts, you will be able to gauge the quality and see what is the person's attitude toward the progress is. Always ask a list of reference and do not hesitate to call. Always call and ask people what kind of remodel the person was doing for them. As a design professional, I come to dislike all and every little detail that is a manifestation of the poor craftsmanship. In my project, you will not find very rustic finishes hiding imperfection of the wall, or white fillers in lieu of customization of the cabinets. There are very little of quarter rounds, and there's absolutely no scribes whatsoever, which makes it difficult for a craftsman that is not used to such limitations. Think about a tailor creating a suit from Sears and a bespoke designer suit. Fabrics, precision of the cut is drastically different. There's nothing wrong with both suits and both tailors. It's just the former concentrates on the amount of suits produced, and the later concentrates on the quality of the superior product. What I'm trying to say is, GC may work on a field for 10 years and leave behind tens of happy clients. But if the level and complexity of projects he accomplished are not comparable to yours, we are asking for trouble, as your new hire will not understand, and sincerely so, what you're trying to accomplish, and will spoil the design with the details you did not sign up for. And they will always argue, but everyone does it, because that's all they were exposed to. So this is why it's so important to find people that are up to the speed on what level of expertise you are looking for. The most important question to understand about the person you think to hire is he, she excels at the same level of the project as what you are trying to accomplish? There is a difference between the 20 years of experience and 1 year of experience repeated 20 times. Money. Now, there could be huge difference on those bids that you will compare. all the bids consist of two parts. There would be labor and there would be materials. Be careful here, as a lot of builders try to bring the overall sum of the bid down, and they will give you an allowances. Allowances are normally a very low amounts of money that they allocate for materials. Some for the trim, for the tile, for the flooring, for the cabinets. Those allowances normally have nothing to do with reality. Always demand to see the bid with your materials, with the materials that are on your design plans, because if you compare two bids and one builder allocates for a narrow colonial trim from Home Depot and the other one specifies the 4.5 wood trim, the custom done, it's gonna be a huge difference in price. And the other part of the bid is labor itself, and this is difficult as well because the expertise of the worker could drastically differ. For you to gauge the qualification of the workers would be very difficult unless the builder provides you multiple photos and you will know where to look at those photos. So I propose to return back to the point of in our conversation when we were discussing what type of the projects your builder is accustomed to. Another important topic is collaboration. Ask your builder if he worked with architects and designers. Ask what his experience was like. Ask if he liked it. And if he hated it every time, who said he would be collaborating with you? Food for thought. If you like this observation and want to learn more, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to check the website and Instagram and Facebook accounts. Subscribe if you want to stay in the know.